Live
Ladies
now
and gentlemen,
live
welcome
form.
to.
Is it weird to get a boner in a grocery store?
God damn it.
That would be a weird place to get one, that's for sure.
That would be a
there's
very
children
weird place to
there.
get
Let's
one.
discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's
No,
episode
we're talking
of
about boners in grocery
No,
stores.
we're not. Shut your mouth.
Where is the weirdest place you've ever gotten one? That's an interesting question. I'm now
help
curious.
Church.
Like,
Uh,
that would be awkward.
you know what? Okay, to be fair, that would be a pretty
Church
awkward
would be a
place to
weird
get
one,
100%.
But some of
church
the
would be a weird
statues you
one.
see, especially in the Catholic, like the hot nun chicks and stuff like that makes sense.
The hot nun
You're
chicks.
just in the
I
mall
know
and you
shit.
see the mannequin in the window, and you're
Oh
like,
my
shit.
god. A weird one. A funeral home would
Not
be another
me.
weird one to get a boner in.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Not really. Not really. Not really.
Okay,
The-
you might want to explain yourself here.
The reason being is that a boner is nothing but blood rushing. Your blood can rush by seeing a dead person.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, even
That-
if you're not into that.
Even if you're not in
Man.
there, your blood could rush.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right.
I've heard that it does happen during like adrenaline issues and stuff, like if there's a fight or flight kind of thing. Like if you're overly
Imagine
stressed,
that.
it can
Oh my
happen.
Yeah, you're running
Trying
the
to
fuck.
run
You're
out
running
of
the
a
fuck.
burning building. And
You're running the
your
fuck
dick's just
away, but
started.
you have a boner. You just have a boner as you're running away
And
with it.
you have to cover it while you're
That'd
running.
be-
We gotta get
True.
out of here if we want to survive. Dude, why's your dick hard?
All right. So before we get way off track here, as the name suggests, us
No.
off
This
kilter.
is straight on point. Shut up.
no.
That's what today's about. We're talking.
Today's
Today's topic
podcast
is
is
boners.
actually going to be about reading petty revenge stories on Reddit.
with
now,
donors.
so
Maybe
none of us,
maybe the revenge is so juicy that you just you feel the blood rush.
keep that to yourself. Very simple.
I don't think
But
so.
Somebody's like,
none
I
of
did
us
this, and
have-
you're like,
no-
damn it.
None of us have read these stories before. This is going to be 100% reaction from all of us, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any, comments and stuff, please put them in the chat if you're watching this on Twitch. And if you guys are listening to this or watching this on YouTube in a future date, you guys want to join in on the Twitch fun. I host it on my stream, twitch.tv/BZ. Sorry, I just noticed that Ontario got from a C and it distracted me.
What's
Oh,
the
that's what
booty?
it was. Oh, man's redecorating. Hold on.
Yeah.
He's busy.
He's moving something around. I guess something fell.
Just
He was
remember,
putting it
you
back
always
up.
got to keep your porn collection.
Yeah,
hidden.
he's doing a dance.
Wait,
People
wait.
on audio, you're doing a little,
Check
dance
it.
from Ontario.
See, Josh,
Yeah.
that's all you needed to do 2 years ago, and you would
I
have
don't-
gotten $10.
Dance. I don't dance, man. You know that. You see me dance. It doesn't look good.
Oh. Need the
Audio
disco ball.
listeners, you missed a hell of a dance
Wait.
there.
Oh wait, no, I should have had the lights. That would have been glorious.
The
Okay,
rave, the
okay,
rave
you guys-
lights.
So Zski says, imagine getting a boner while getting checked out by a nurse physical. But getting a physical.
That's probably
true.
more
I would
common.
expect that.
That's way
Yeah,
too common.
that's probably more common than you think it is.
You know what? Actually,
Yeah.
I think I would be embarrassed if I got a boner during a colonoscopy. Not colonoscopy.
Well, no.
No,
You're
that's
not
true.
really
No,
common.
that's
You're
true
not.
too.
No,
you're
I'm
right.
thinking of the right thing. Yep.
Yeah,
No, that-
colonoscopy or prostate exam.
That's
would not-
sorry. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of prostate.
That- That is not
Well,
exactly
the magic button
uncommon.
is there, so
That's the magic button. You're getting
Yeah,
it.
No.
that is. The
I
magic
know,
button
and I
for
would
the
personally
yes,
be
yes.
you wanted
embarrassed.
to make it really good ending. That's
Listen,
what
to be
you
fair,
do.
I've never
Yeah.
had a prostate exam, right? I'm only 28, so.
It's
Mhm.
not that bad. Men are just sensitive.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. The fact that like, I would be pretty embarrassed if it's like,
Aye.
pull up my pants and it's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. So once we get all right. So once OntariOso is able to finish what he needs to do, we're going to introduce everybody. Then we're going to start reading the Reddit.
Just doing all the
stories.
work around while the stream's going on. You
That's
see
I
how
mean,
pretty
it's
much
fine.
what
I
he's
mean, no. Well, technically, he's setting up his area now since he is streaming. On
I want to
his
see this man come into
side
view with
as
like
well.
a buzzsaw and just start cutting wood.
Building furniture.
There you go.
It's the ADHD.
A do-it-yourself
There you go.
IKEA like chair, and he's just in the back like putting all the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Okay. So if you guys are listening to this, or you guys are watching this on YouTube at a later date, let me introduce everybody. Below me, we have April, aka Amazon Survival Amazon 88. She is a variety streamer and plays a lot of Dead by Daylight, and her favorite game is The Long Dark.
Hello.
Next to April, we have a new guest on the show. Hasn't been on here before. He is a Twitch streamer as well. His name is Ontario, and he's not Canadian.
Hey.
I'm not. I'm also not.
He's not. He's very funny, but his Twitch name is Ontario, so I'll be calling him Ontario just because it'd be easier for everybody else. And then now he has a dog on stream. His dog.
She wouldn't leave me alone. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wow.
Okay.
Every time I went down,
you're fine.
She wouldn't leave me alone.
No, you're fine.
Hi, Pupper. Oh, Pupper kisses.
All right. And above OntariOso, we have the one and only Croissant on Fire, who is our informational guru, who is a pain in my ass, and who loves to interrupt me.
Yeah, if you had an orgy in a grocery store, would you do it in the frozen aisle, on top of the fruit, like veggies?
Not in the frozen aisle.
Why would you do it in the frozen aisle? That would make it so cold.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, exactly. That would make it so cold.
It would have to be near the vegetables.
Yeah.
Bread aisle for me.
Zucchinis, cantaloupes, watermelons,
To be
pumpkins
fair,
if you're nasty.
oh, no.
There you go.
I think I would do it in the candy aisle, just so like you're going at it. You just put some Reese's in your mouth, or
Somewhere else.
Or bag of jelly
that's
beans
more-
up your ass.
I think that's more of a you
You know
thing
what?
than it is a sexual thing.
I just like candy. Okay, so
I'm not
gotta
a fan
get
of
the water
sweets. I'm
out.
not a
if I'm
sweet
gonna like
gal.
reach over and grab a snack, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be
All right.
like
I'm bread.
You actually
So,
I'm a bread
Be-
bitch.
on the bread.
So
aisle.
being the informational guru, he does the facts. He has a fact for us before we start here. So, Alex, what is our fact?
Did you guys know that soda fountain workers were called soda jerks?
Yes.
And it was
Nope.
because of the jerking motion used to pump soda water.
Oh my god.
How are they like
There you
pumping
go.
it? Like what are they
Mhm.
doing with it?
Yep, exactly what you just did there.
Interesting.
Got to
It's
pump
new-
it
new way to
somehow, and
get
that's
sticky.
yeah. Is that what? Is that why every time I get Mountain Dew on my hands?
It's a flat
Ew.
surgeon. You gotta drink to rehydrate. Damn.
I hope it's not yellow.
So Off Kilter is
Oh.
also an audio podcast. So if you guys want to watch us on YouTube, or if you guys want to watch us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio. Wow, she didn't do it. Wow. I was waiting for it too, and Ontario did it for her.
Yep.
She's retaliating against you for
She
laughing.
is. She is retaliating.
What did you do to her, BZ?
All
I
I did.
always sing iHeartRadio whenever he says iHeartRadio, and the last freaking podcast,
Last time. Mm-hmm.
he just kept going and didn't pause for me to say it. I've been doing it ever since we started, and he didn't let me do it.
Ever since our podcast has been featured on different outlets, and
Yeah.
she's been able to say it, like.
Mm-hmm.
But no, just last time he was like, "No, we're on a fucking agenda. We need to get."
I just
past
went.
this." And
I
she's
just
like,
went right past it
mortified.
because I do it at the end because she likes to echo it, just so that the echo is fine. I'm going to take your hand off and shove it up your own ass. Fuck
Don't
you.
forget to rotate.
There you go. We'll screw it up your ass. There you go. All right. So why don't we get started with these petty revenge stories?
Oh yeah.
Why don't we start? All right. So I have one here. I took away all the towel seat reservations at the resort.
What's
Wait,
a
what?
Hold up. Yeah, what's a towel seat?
That I don't know. It's just in quotes
Build
saying
it.
towel seat reservations.
Just
wait.
like here's a story. I don't know.
Oh,
what the fuck it means.
in the hotel there might be just certain spots that are reserved, I guess, that they talked with the hotel for, or they're just for towels or whatever. I'm not sure. Why don't you read the
I'm
story?
fact checking
Like
this.
cloth, owls.
I took away all the towel seat reservations at the resort. That's all
I
the
don't know
title
what that
says.
means.
Spell it. Can you spell it for me?
Which word?
Towel.
TOWELSEAT.
Apparently, a bath mat
Towels?
for use when stepping into the shower, or indeed, as you say, when using the toilet.
Oh,
That's a bath mat.
Yeah.
all right.
So
So
what?
let's
You just
see what
you
happened.
took away the thing that lets them dry their feet. And
Maybe
shit?
this story would explain a little bit better. That's just the
Yeah.
title.
So
Yeah.
yeah. This
Okay,
is
go on.
this is by Call Me Jin 12. I was on holidays in an all-inclusive resort. First day, we couldn't find any lounge chairs by the beach or by the sea. Fair enough. We arrived in the afternoon. Next day, we go to find a spot, but most of the spots were taken in quotes by towels.
Yep.
Spots were taken by towels. Oh,
those people.
they're reserving
Throw their
seats
towel on-
with a
oh.
towel.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay,
If you
that's
do
what
that,
that means.
fuck you.
You're a
Honestly.
terrible person.
That's what it is.
If
Okay.
you're somebody sitting there and you're trying to, hold the seat next to you, I'm a little
That's
more lenient
fine.
on that. But
That-
if you toss
that
a
makes-
towel and
Towel
then
on
walk
there.
off like sight, like fuck yourself.
Yeah, people
That
do that on the
makes
cruises
way
too.
more
They
sense.
they take out all the freaking like in the
Yeah.
sun chairs with
course
towels
they
and
do.
junk. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, toss them
Yeah.
overboard. Let them
Okay,
learn.
so we find an empty seat, and to our surprise, many of the chairs stay reserved almost the whole day or never get used. That's a dick move.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Third day, so this is day number 3. We decide to take some towels off 2 loungers and enjoy our day. 4 hours in, an older couple shows up that they had towels there and
Typical.
kick us off with help from an attendant.
Oh, fuck yourself.
That pissed me off. So every following day, I went to take the towels off of every unattended lounger after breakfast, and then went to watch the chaos from my balcony. Many people complained, and by the end of the week, there was a sign that unattended towels would be removed.
Yeah.
Success.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Like it.
That's
Good guys win.
that's a great revenge
That is
story
a
right there.
good thing to start off. Oh, that would be. I would be okay with that if that was an "Am I the asshole" story. I would say no.
Yeah,
You're not.
that's
an
a good
asshole.
one.
No, that's a
No.
hero story right there.
That is a
Yes.
hero story. Oh yeah.
Maybe considered petty, but you know what?
Oh yeah.
I don't
These
blame
are
you.
all. This is all. Oh, this is a long one. I'm not reading all this. Okay, that's a long one.
Too many
Sorry.
fancy words.
No, it's just long. Oh, this is long too.
Listen, you can't just take all the good chairs all the time.
No, absolutely not. Okay, this is.
If you
this-
say
okay.
sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
If you say I'm
Absolutely.
gonna go get food at the buffet and I'll be back in 30 minutes, no, fuck yourself.
So, by Sin Smith 3, I
Okay.
forced my bad neighbors into an unwanted move.
Nice.
No, this should be fun.
Wait. I missed that.
Okay.
What?
I forced my bad neighbors into an unwanted move.
Okay.
They probably deserve it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Probably.
I got my very first apartment at the ripe age of 26. I was fortunate enough to be able
What's
to
that
afford
like?
one without roommates. I was a model tenant, paid my rent on time every month, polite to the police. I'm going to try that again. Polite to the office workers,
I like
never
this story.
caused trouble. I lived on the top floor of a 3-story building. Well, 2
Ooh.
years after I moved in, I had new neighbors move into the apartment below me. I was working a swing shift, so my hours were 3 to 11. Man, do I feel this dude. And I often stayed up late to 3 a.m. to do minor chores, dishes, cooking, cleaning, but not vacuuming. That's in brackets. That's important. I also had 2 cats at the time. So far, good guy. Understands not to be an asshole in an apartment. People are sleeping when he's on afternoons. Like, if you're up at 3 a.m., make sure you just keep it down. He's good for that. Sounds like it. My new neighbors immediately went to the warpath against me. I could not make any noise without them banging on my floor. I unloaded my dishwasher at 11 a.m. on a Sunday, and they flipped out. They complained to the office about my herd of animals, in quotations. They sent police to my door at 9 p.m. because I was watching TV at a reasonable volume with the subtitles on. I literally could not make any sound without them complaining. If it culminated in one of them pounding on my door for 10 minutes after I dared call the police, I'll call the office to express my frustration. Not police, the office that he lives in, the office of the building he lives in. I keep wanting to say police officer, but it's not officer, it's office, and I don't know why. So I called the office back. I told them that I did not feel safe in my apartment due to my neighbor's actions, legal grounds for me to break my lease. But then I dropped my bombshell. My neighbors had 4 people in a 1-bedroom apartment that had a 2-person max capacity. Nay, don't do that. Nay, that's fire code breach. Apartment management told my neighbors they had to move into a more expensive 2-bedroom apartment or their lease would be terminated. They moved to the larger apartment on the other side of the complex.
Nice.
My new neighbors were great. 2 adult men who smoked weed on the balcony. Never even spoke to them. Loved them.
Of course, they're the cool guys.
That's one they don't care about anything.
Yep. They're just like, hey, you know what? You leave us be, we leave you be. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Right.
but those honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I still live in my parents' place for the housing market sucks here.
Yeah.
When I was younger, we had next door neighbors and neighbors diagonally from us that way that would call the cops on us if we had, family and friends over for a party, and I guess the party would get too loud at a certain time. They would call the police.
Yeah, we had cops show up at 6 p.m. because we were being too loud in the pool, apparently.
No, it wasn't 6. It was 2 p.m.
Oh, sorry,
on a
2
Sunday.
p.m. My bad.
In the middle of the day.
Too loud at 2 o'clock in the
There's
afternoon.
Too loud at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a
Grandma
Sunday.
can't read her stories at 2 p.m. because we're being too loud in the pool.
This is in the middle of the summer in the pool. We haven't had that.
People are so upset with their life that they have to make everyone else miserable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly. It.
Sorry, your life is kind of. I wouldn't say reaching its end. That's horrible.
Hey,
your
actually-
life has gone on for a long time. Ours is just beginning. Let us enjoy it.
Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you're
so this-
dying.
Damn,
Sorry.
he's dying.
Holy fuck.
Sorry, your decrepit ass.
Give him a
foot in
card.
the
Sorry you're
grave.
dying. Get a life.
Yeah.
Get out of
I'm
here.
just
Yeah.
getting here. Let me live. All right, go on, buddy.
All right. By AZNM 1912. Confronted in a parking lot because I legally used a handicap spot. He wound up with a DUI. Pretty certain. In brackets.
Nice.
So this is going to be a good one. It's a short one. I'm a healthy-looking 55-year-old male, but have a degenerative nerve disorder and ataxia. It's essentially balance issues.
Right. Yeah.
So have a very hard time walking. I pull into a handicap spot at the grocery store, put my placard up, and get myself out of the car. A very angry person about my age runs up to me, screaming about how I'm stealing a handicap spot from someone who needs it. As he went on, I pulled out my walker and started walking to the store as he continued making a scene. So he takes out his walker. And to the people who don't know what a walker is, if my memory is correct, it's the thing you put. It's a four-legged thing. You hold onto it like this, and then it's like a four-legged crutch.
You're correct. Yeah.
That's a walker.
And he's still berating the guy. What? As I walked to the store, a cop who just happened to be there asked what happened. I just told him some people don't get it and pointed to my walker and went about my business. About 30 minutes later, I came out of the store and noticed the guy was getting a field sobriety test. I sat in my car and watched as he eventually got arrested. Maybe next time he'll keep his mouth shut.
Karma's
So,
a bitch.
That liquid courage that he had in his system made his ass go from Superman to supervillain to jail. Keep your ass away
Jackass.
from people who don't call for you. They didn't say for you,
Absolutely.
don't come for them.
I never understood when I read a lot of those random stories about people freaking out when someone's parking in a handicap spot, but they seem somehow like
Fine.
able-bodied or whatever, but they have the placards and stuff. So like, why the fuck do you care if someone's parking there? Like, obviously, you don't need the parking spot.
Yeah.
Wait,
You know how
people be
much-
like legless to use it? Like, what kind of disability you have to have?
Do
for
you
this
know
people
how
to
much
do it?
proof you need to get one of those things? And how many hoops you have to jump through to get one of those things?
They're not
as
cheap.
far as
They're
I'm
not
concerned,
free.
if you got the permit in your front windshield,
Yeah.
Well,
Like my
why are you
father's
asking questions?
My father's 54 years old. He's been through stuff. He can still walk, but he still has the handicap thing.
There you go.
That's
You're not going to see it in his front windshield and be like, you look healthy, sir.
You're not handicapped enough to park here. I mean, you to
Yeah,
move.
like,
You still have two legs. You're not handicapped.
that's like
You
that's
didn't fight in
stupid.
Nam. You didn't lose your legs like Lieutenant Dan.
You're not a veteran. You're not.
Yeah.
You don't have a robot leg.
Damn it.
All right.
Wait, we make robot legs now?
I
You're the
think,
one
Yes,
that's
and
like,
robot
think-
arms.
I think he means like a ting ting
Ting ting ting ting. But no,
or
like
a
they
little
make
ting
like
ting.
no, but they literally make robot arms with like they're real hands, and it's a robot looking hand,
Or
and they
a
have
little
batteries in them.
ting-ting.
If you don't charge it, whatever position it's in, it's gonna end that way. So I think there's like somebody on TikTok or someone put up videos of their own prosthetic hand losing power at crappy situations. Like he's trying to open the microwave door, and he has a handle, and the arm died. So he couldn't move it.
Oh.
And he couldn't move
Oh.
it. So he had to take off the arm and then charge it right there in front of the microwave door.
Fuck, imagine
Fucker.
that. Imagine
Yeah.
you have to call your buddy and like, hey, can you help? I'm stuck to the microwave.
Okay,
I mean, he can get his own arm. He can get his own arm out. It's like one of those. You just like it's an in and out system. I don't know what it actually is, but you can take it out.
Full
yeah, this
degen
is
mode.
like Winter Soldier kind of thing. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Full degen. What if you were in the middle of the act?
Man, you better hope you check. You better hope you check the. You better hope you check the battery before you start it.
Oh man!
There's multiple things you can use to aid that without using a hand. Okay?
I'm just saying.
Don't use that.
I'm just saying.
What if?
Flashlight things. They have pocket pussies. I've even seen a foot one. It's disgusting. Yeah.
The ankle stops moving.
Oh God, help me.
Yeah.
All right. We can't have coffee. You can't have coffee. By Scanus Coppolini. Cepelini?
Okay. All right.
In my last place of work, when I was looking to hire someone for my department, I would offer cold drinks and coffee at the interview in order to make them feel welcome. We could take the cold drinks out of the storage, but we had to order coffee from the kitchen, and someone from the kitchen team would bring it out. I don't know what fucking company this is, but they have a fucking kitchen team.
That's still nice. I would love it if I went to an interview and they're like, "Hey."
A lot of office buildings have a small kitchenette per floor. My husband's workplace has a small kitchen for them. They actually have a bar too.
Yeah, but she's not saying kitchenette. She's saying kitchen team from the kitchen.
Yeah, who's gonna work from the kitchen?
Yeah.
Full on.
I've never heard of a kitchen. Anyway, one day they called me back and said they couldn't bring me coffee since the CEO had decided coffee would only be provided for whole day events. Grr, that cheapskate. Sorry.
Grr, do you really say grr?
They typed in grr.
$2 plus water.
Hold on.
No, you can't have that. Just for all day events.
Oh no, is that backwards?
Prove it says that. That's backwards. Read that.
I want you to voice many characters in video games.
Grr.
If that's what the voice lines are gonna be like, I will 100% play these through just to hear it.
Oh, that's funny. Grr, that cheapskate. Since then, I provided my own coffee for interviewees because to me, the welcoming impression was more important than the 30 cents a cup of coffee costs. But I plotted my little revenge since I had been asked to do a workshop for the other department heads, and the CEO also wanted to participate. He, for some reason, loved workshops. Well, why not? So the day of the workshop came. I prepped the room, the participants trickled in, and got settled, including the CEO. I greeted the group and laid out the plan for the next few hours, asked if there were any questions. The CEO asked, "Can we maybe call the kitchen and ask where the coffee is? They seem to be running late."
Fuckers.
I made a point of taking a sip from my travel mug and then answered that there would be no coffee because this was a half-day workshop and our new rules said that coffee would only be provided for whole-day events.
Yes.
I still cherish the surly look he gave me in response. He did not say anything and instead opened a bottle of water.
Yes.
Tip nothing. Yes. You get no flavor, damn it.
Fuck you, CEO. You're making top dollar. Fuck yourself.
So we have a couple of edits here to because of some of the recurring comments in the post itself. So 1, I'm female, so please imagine the coffee is for closers guy with long hair, a smaller nose, and some titties. That's 1.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
I heard titties.
Yeah, that's all I heard too.
Edit number 1 is I'm female. So imagine the coffee is for closers guy with long hair, a smaller nose, and some titties.
I don't
So the guy's kind of chubby, right?
I think they're asking what gender she is for some reason.
I was gonna say I don't understand.
I don't think that's prevalent at all.
Yeah,
apparently that's one edit she had to put in.
It's a show. It's a show.
Yeah. 2. No, I did. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. 2. No, I didn't get fired. Who the hell gets fired for such a thing? Even if you live in a place without workers' rights. Made sense? Made sense to me anyway.
Are any of these edits important to the story?
These are just edits that come from the comments. And 3, for the questions about how this affected my relationship with the CEO down the line, we didn't get along anyway after an incident where he tried to fuck me over financially. This was not a problem. There's not a problem, though, since I had a boss that was between him and me in hierarchy, and if I ever needed anything, I just told her and she made it happen. I didn't really have to deal with him. So it didn't work out after all that. She still has the job there, and the boss hates her, but she has someone else that can help. So
that's an intermediary. Okay, so the thing I have there is, I would say that this story doesn't belong in petty revenge, more like technically correct.
Yeah.
Or malicious compliance. There we go. Malicious compliance.
It's
There
just
you
saying
go.
you made this rule, we're following it. It has nothing to do with being petty. It's just reminding, like, you made this rule, we all have to follow it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, if a CEO of a company says, "Hey, I want coffee," I wouldn't
not
bring
give
up
him
the fact that
coffee.
he said,
No.
I
You
would
can't
want
do that.
to.
You can't do that, because if you bring attention that he said this in front of a whole bunch of other people, you're gonna get fired. You made him look like a fool. She stated in broad terms, "I'm sorry, but our new rule says we have to do it only on whole days." Right?
She did it smart, yeah.
It places no blame on anybody, and it got
does
the
not.
point across.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, from my perspective, as like, if I'm just like a regular, by the way it sounded like she's like running, like meetings and stuff like that. She's obviously not like just like a little like entry level.
No,
kind of
she
person, so,
might be a senior.
No, she's got some balls.
person.
yeah, so she actually has that a little bit of like a.
It's got that edge.
She's got the thing to where if she was just some random entry level person saying that, it would be worse.
That'll be different. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'll be different.
Like,
That
if
would
I
be
was just an entry level person, if my CEO of the company said, "I want coffee," I'm like, "Yes, sir, I'll get you coffee." I wouldn't be like, but then if you're like middle up, then yeah, I'd be like, no coffee. I think it depends on how secure I was in my career before.
Oh, for sure.
Mouthing off
Yeah,
like
and
that
who?
nicely.
Oh, for 100%. Yeah. Why did
I can
my
see
color
that.
change like
No, she
Yeah.
did it the smart way. 100% she did it the smart way.
Yeah, still not petty though. I don't count that as petty.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that one as petty. I would be.
No, I count
malicious.
that as awesome.
I love
There
malicious
we go.
compliance.
There
CEO.
you go. That's better.
Malicious compliance is just so fun to
Yeah.
read.
Yeah, we'll
It's-
we'll trust me. We plan to do a lot of the Reddit podcasts for these because we love this shit. I know I do.
Good. Like, I mean,
Yeah, they're very good.
They have a lot of context, and it's never-ending content.
It is never-ending content. It's
Like,
really
we don't need
not.
to
It
do
is
it
really
every.
not.
It doesn't need
Absolutely
to be podcast
not, Podcast episode after episode. No,
No.
Like every once in a while, we don't have anything. Well, we'll just do a Reddit thing because we like the Reddit stuff.
Yeah.
If you're in Canada right now, you get tongue-tied.
Apparently. Something
Yeah,
in the
true.
water over there.
Too much. Hey, I got water. You want some?
I'm okay, thank you though. I didn't grab my myself anymore.
I
No,
will
actually-
spank you.
Stop! I don't want to be spanked.
Apparently, we actually have pretty.
Well,
clean
have you ever
water.
been? You don't know. You might like it.
Have I ever been spanked? No.
You
I-
might like it.
I don't believe that.
Very nice.
You don't believe that I haven't been spanked? I don't
No.
know what if I was spanked as a child.
I don't mean as a child. I mean as an adult.
Oh, then I don't know. I've not
It's a
been
different
Oh, I
kind of
still don't
thing.
believe that.
Different.
Again. You've never
All
been
right.
spanked as a child?
I don't know. My parent. I don't think my parents
No, you
believe
would
the
know.
capital.
You would know.
That type
You
of
would know.
punishment. Then no,
you
I have
would
not been
remember
spanked.
that.
I have not been
You
spanked
don't
as a
know
child.
your parents are into
Okay.
capital punishment?
Oh yeah, my dad had a belt.
Belt?
No.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Let's go through all the weapons of mass destruction that I've been through. The small belt, the
Yep.
big leather belt, the belt
the
with the
leather one.
holes. What do you call those things? The metal rings in the middle of all of them. The brown extension cord, the very long orange industrial extension cord, the
Don't forget
gumbo
the bread,
spoon.
the breadboard.
Oh yeah,
Remember the breadboards with the
breadboard.
handles? My mom had
the
that, yeah.
paddle. My uncle had a paddle. He called it booty call. And it sing. It would sing when it would go through the air.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
Oh my god.
what else? The chancla, an old shoe.
Yeah.
A switch. If you don't know what a switch is, because you're probably from Canada,
Nintendo product.
No, it's not.
No.
Where you go
Switch.
out back and grab a stick, if it's not big enough, you get sent back out to get a bigger one, but it had to be bendy
From the
enough to where
bush.
it's not going to break.
Right. And
We had a
that
willow
shit
tree.
would
When you
sing
do your ass
through the
beating.
air. It would go.
Yeah.
And it would leave welts on your body.
Yeah.
What else we had there? A fist, a hand, a backhand, a foot. Because they would kick you sometimes. What else?
Yeah.
Any random plank that would fall off of anything. Really, like we got hit with some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do have anxiety because of it, but
We have issues.
My parents never did that.
I remember one of my teachers in grade school almost gave me the ruler to the behind.
Really?
Yeah, I just shut my mouth though because I was terrified.
No shit.
If by the time you guys were in school, that wouldn't be allowed.
No, it wasn't the biggest thing.
It
but
was really
it was...
sketchy, like the early 90s.
Yes.
It wasn't uncommon to get like a good smack upside the head or like the back of the hands with like a ruler or things thrown at you, but they got rid of
An eraser.
Yeah,
it was
nobody
erasers
full on
and
like
markers all the time. Just had to
Nobody-
like duck down.
when we were in grade school, nobody like full on took the belt and like
Oh
put your
yeah,
hand on
that
the
was.
desk. I don't
corporal
think that was a
punishment was taken out.
They
of
never
school
took
in,
out
like,
the Board of Education,
70s?
is what they would call the paddle into school.
Yeah, they got rid of that ages ago.
Look,
Yeah.
I actually got spanked because I got into a fight in the first grade with a classmate named Sean. He wasn't my friend at the time. He was not as bigger than I was. He was like my size. We were like the smallest people in our class, but he was faster.
Mhm.
And for some reason, he just kept on taking a piece of eraser and he was flicking in the back of my head, just flicking in the back of my head. And I'm like, So I hit him. I was tired of it. I was like the smallest person in my class in first grade, and I was tired of it. And so we got into a fight. And then at the same time, two girls got into a fight. One of them was small, and I mean small. Her name was Haley, and there was another girl who was taller, much bigger, and her name was Beth. And
Of course,
Haley
it's Beth. It's always
wailed
Beth.
on Beth, and when Beth would cry, it was always like, and everyone always looked at her like, why is she always whining? So Beth got that ass beat. I beat Sean, and I was happy about it because it was the only fight I've ever got into, and we all got paddled. But I was used to receiving more at home, so it was
it's a
like
victory paddle at that point.
it was.
gentle paddle. Don't do that again, yes, sir.
No, I don't like being spanked. I'm just saying, but
Easy, Mike.
you know, you take
shut
Mr.
your mouth.
Miller, you take Mr.
Don't knock
Miller,
until you try it, buddy.
who just gives you like 5 paddles,
You
and
first.
you're used to getting actually like wailed on at home. So
Gaspy, yeah.
it was like I was prepared for that moment, you know.
No, come on, Beezy.
All right.
Am I the spanking type?
No.
Hey, Beezy, am I the spanking type?
You keep asking
Listen,
that
as
you
my,
want to
I don't
my
spank.
think I'm
brother
asking.
likes
I
to
don't
say,
think I'm
sometimes you
asking.
got to suck dick to know you don't like sucking dick.
Right? It's like, all right, you know what? That's the same. All right, we're gonna take this and we're gonna spin this 180. Here we go. And it's
Oh,
like, people ask,
no.
well, how are you gay? How do you know you're gay? Have you been with a woman? You maybe just haven't met the right woman. Well, maybe
Ugh.
you haven't sucked enough dick to know that you don't like sucking dick. See, you
That's
see how
why
I
I
just
say
It's a fair question.
Try both areas
I don't want to.
and
Oh,
figure out what you
God.
like. That's how I treat
just
it.
saying.
Just try. You don't know.
No,
All right.
Just saying.
just go out and try it. Go.
You can enjoy
That's
it.
funny. Okay.
It's great fun.
All right. So why don't we keep
It's
going?
great fun.
Eric, come on.
Hold on, I'm quoting that in Beezy's thing.
Wait. What? Quote what? Wait. What? What did I just agree to here?
No,
What I-
it's you didn't quote it. Don't worry, April did.
Go. Great. All right. So by Muffin Man 12347. They fuck up while driving and blame it on me. Sorry, can't come in.
Okay.
Was on my way to work. I work in an axe throwing venue.
Oh,
Just driving
God.
down a straight
Fucking
street.
hipsters.
Just driving down a straight street near my work, then a guy in a massive pickup truck flies out of a side street, cutting me off and making me almost T-bone him. And he has the nerve to tell me to watch where I was going and called me an asshole and more abuse like I'm the one at fault.
Nice.
Was super tired and a bit shot, so didn't have a response as I drove away, but ended up laughing at the thought of it, knowing I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, get to work, and guess who's there? That's right, it's Little
Yeah,
Dick
so-
Energy Guy. Went straight behind the counter and said, "Sorry, you can't come in. I've already seen you do something illegal as well as be abusive, which isn't tolerated here, as we literally have axes everywhere." He didn't understand till I brought up the car situation. He argued a bit, but in the end, wasn't allowed in. Whole thing made my morning.
Petty, but that
petty.
God.
justified, completely justified. Karmic retribution, if you will.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Justice.
Yeah.
Because if he was willing to go on to the road rage situation there, and now he has a weapon, I know.
I'll give that fucker an axe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Can't do it.
Yeah. By Snappy the First. She's bankrupt. I'm debt free. Debt free.
Okay.
Just to make my articulation a little more.
It's just
I
some
mumble
guy
a lot.
calling somebody broke. Like,
About 6 years
Not me
ago,
being
my
broke.
former partner of 6 years and I broke up, and I started
Aw.
to realize all of the things I had
Damn.
normalized were actually abuse.
Oh my
Instances
God.
of gaslighting were all too prevalent, even one instance where she gaslit me about what gaslighting even was. Financial.
how do you?
She could spend what she wanted. I had to ask permission, those types of things.
Oh no,
E-
fuck that.
Oh no.
Even limiting time that I spent with my family and my best mate.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
There was
Goodbye. Goodbye.
there was more, but that's enough of that.
Oh.
After we
Yeah.
broke up, I realized that money I had continued to place into our joint account wasn't going to the mortgage as promised, but was going to shopping, paying for her new partner, who it turned out was on the scene months before we split and wasn't the first,
Or.
and payments to her lawyer.
Oh.
When I found this out, I called the finance company handling our mortgage and told them I would no longer be making payments. I told them they could seize the house if they wanted, but my half of the payments would cease immediately until I had recouped the money stolen, roughly 5 months worth of payments. They said I couldn't do that. I told them to watch me. Soon after that, when the debt letters and dishonors started, the texts, phone calls, and voicemails from her started. I ignored everyone. 2 months in, I heard her car broke down badly because she couldn't afford to maintain it. Not long after that, she filed for bankruptcy.
Oh.
A month,
Nice.
a month later, she moved out and I got my house back. I cleaned it up, changed the lots, got my mortgage back in front, and recently my wife and I sold it for a tidy little profit. She got nothing. Not a dollar, not a dime. She has no usable credit rating, and my wife and I are debt-free with a deposit on our new home. Feels
Nice.
good.
That's not petty. That's justice.
Oh man.
That is
to be
that is
cheated
not,
on and be
Yeah.
supporting her new man.
Yup.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
that sounds like a child support story right there.
That's a go fuck yourself
Oh,
moment
yeah.
if I've ever heard one.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I never understood that when it comes to like, I understand like sharing like accounts and stuff like that, and even when like one person being in charge of the bills, because my husband's in charge of the bills, you know,
Mhm.
and I don't ask permission exactly, but at the same time, if I buy something extra, I'm like, hey, do we have enough for me to get this kind of thing, just to make sure we have enough for
Oh
it.
yeah, obviously
Okay.
you still have a
But-
mortgage and bills to pay.
The idea of being like, you're not allowed to spend money, you're not allowed to freaking go hang out with somebody.
You're not allowed to hang out with your family for too long.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on.
Your
That's
family?
that there.
That's bullshit.
Right there.
Right there
You-
was
if you
like,
tell me,
that's
hey,
bullshit.
you can't hang your, I'm be like, I'm gonna fucking hang out with my family.
Bitch,
all
if I
want
want to hang out with my mom, I'm gonna hang out with my
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, she's
He
cooler
brought
than you.
me into this world, bitch. You
Yeah.
did not. So
I can't imagine.
True.
the
that.
box ain't that great.
Nothing. No, none of it can be.
mm,
Alright.
Yeah.
By
yeah.
responsible fund 6323. Got a random letter from a church lady I've never met. Odd. Alright. This is a short one. So yesterday in the mail, I got one of those handwritten letters from a random religious person. Just
Oh, I get those
J-
too.
Jehovah Witness in this
Yeah.
case. Going
Oh,
over
boy.
the generic God loves you, you should come to our church, blah blah blah. Going to
Yeah.
hell if you don't believe, yada yada yada.
Oh,
I find this very rude and get anxious and very annoyed whenever this happens. The woman who sent the letter put her return address in the name on the letter, so I made a donation to the Satanic Temple in her name, and she will be getting a thank you card in the mail from them. Was it petty? Yeah. Was it worth it? Also, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That's definitely petty.
That's so petty.
That's
That's
a
like
great
prob-
idea, though. I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
that the next time I get one
I
of
feel
those
like-
because they do put their addresses on there. It's great.
Yeah.
I
Like,
feel
probably the-
like this podcast was just made for me.
Right?
I'm so glad you're having a good time, man.
I got stories. Okay, I got stories. I don't believe in the church anymore. I really don't.
Neither do I.
It's just another justified cult, and I can't do it anymore. My
I-
grandmother
I-
believed in it like her whole
Yeah.
life, and she gave a lot of money to the church. But when she fell on hard times, like at the end of her life, no one was around her.
Yeah, they're only there
Oh.
for people when you're giving them money or doing things for the
True.
church or
Yeah,
for the
that's
true.
community, but they don't help their own people.
no.
I
Nope.
look. I only worked as a youth leader there only to get my community hours for
Same.
high school. Yeah,
Oh,
that was it.
They can. A lot of them just do what they think is right, which is not right whatsoever. And
Oh, they
I
just
know.
judge and look
Well,
down their nose
yeah,
at you, think
pretty
they're
much.
better than you, and they have
Right.
too many children, and they wonder
Yeah.
why you're not having more, or they think that you're weird, or tattoos will send you to hell. And
well, it's
bullshit.
like, listen, if I'm on vacation and I didn't go to church that Sunday, don't give me shit.
I
yeah,
think
I haven't seen you
I'm
for a
sorry.
while. Well, I haven't seen you for a while. Who
Yeah.
cares?
There's a reason.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, and see, and they're some of the biggest hypocrites on the planet.
100%.
Where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like judge only God can judge me, so therefore don't judge people, and they're the first one to judge people.
They are.
Oh yeah. Oh, they are. Man, are
So
they ever?
bad. I don't understand that at all.
No,
It's like,
neither do
why
I.
can you judge people by their
Look,
way of life? They're like, we love everyone, and they hate like people who live a different life, or they hate gays, or they hate.
They hate the gays, but the gays are the one who are the leads in the music department in their churches.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Make that
Our-
make sense, y'all.
Literally, our youth coordinator was gay.
I was just gonna say it's great
Yeah,
when
a
they're
youth
really
coordinator was
against
gay.
it, but they're part of it. It's like, well,
Yeah, really.
And then all right. So the pastor, who's at the top of it? Is it the pastor, the bishop?
Are you talking about like the
Pope?
Which
the
religion?
leader
No, no.
of the the Pope? The Pope is like the
No.
the all
That's
wait,
Catholic.
No, I'm talking about in just a regular church.
regular.
Which
Oh, the
they
priest.
have
The
different
priest.
names. There's priests, pastors, rabbis, fathers.
Who's at the
They all
top?
have different names.
So for Roman
That'll be the top
Catholic, it's a
person.
priest. For Roman
Priest,
Catholic,
right.
it's a priest.
And the priest be either having affairs against his wife or diddling children,
Yeah.
right? But
Catholic
it's,
one's
it's,
the worst.
it's
The
a sin to be
priest-
gay, y'all. Between
the,
two consenting adults.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh no, that's my favorite. When there's it's like they tell you when you're a kid, they're like, yeah, no, if you become a priest, like you can't get married or anything in that. And then later on in life,
that's
they're like,
true.
oh, by the way, there's like this third option that somehow just allows you to roll with it and still like live in the
Okay,
church. And you're like,
so
Yeah,
so
you
what
can
they're
just
what they're
chill in the
talking about
pews.
is there's a subset called Protestants, and Protestant preachers can be married. Roman Catholic priests cannot be married.
Yeah, some
Huh.
religions allow and even encourage their people to marry. It just depends on
Yes.
the religion. Like Christians,
Yes.
they can marry. The Catholics are the ones that's supposed to be abstinent.
No. Yeah, Catholic is chastity, abstinence. They
Yeah.
believe that for
Sex
their
is
parishioners.
evil
so.
unless you're married. And male
If
and
you're
female
married,
only.
if you were married first, then that's the exception to the rule.
And only if you do it first.
Yes, it has to be done first.
That's
Only.
so strange that
Yeah.
we, us four, and people
Yeah.
who look like us all around the world, we're all considered animals in the mammalia category.
Yeah, we're mammals.
Have sects, sects, called religion, and these
Mhm.
religious beliefs have to confine us to a box. And if you
Yeah.
don't follow this religious belief to a T, then you are shunned in what we created society, which is another box,
Yeah.
and it just
Boxes.
never ends from there. And it's box on box on box. And if you're not living exactly how we want you to live,
Oh,
then
that'd be an
you
interesting topic
are
idea.
the
Hmm.
terrible person and you need to be ostracized. But the people who are doing actual crazy shit, like
They're the
diddling
ones
children-
that are running the freaking churches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
oh, I
I
wonder
know.
when they say you can't do it till you get married. Does that mean like when I sign that paper, am I good to go, or is it like
As long as you're legally
Are you
married.
talking about being a
kiss the
priest?
bride bullshit?
Are you talking about being a priest, or are you talking about no
No.
premarital sex?
No premarital sex.
No,
So,
once
yeah,
the marriage
like-
license signed by whoever ordained it, you're officially
That's what I
legally
mean.
married.
Yeah.
Sign the paper. All right,
in-
let's go. Get to the
So
room.
Yeah,
it
in
could
the
be
Catholic
before the
tradition-
ceremony. You can carry
Yeah,
the
in the Catholic
certificate
tradition,
before your thing.
yeah.
which
Yeah.
there are two ways to get married: one by the state and one by a priest.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yep.
I have
yeah,
looked
I
for
was married
ways
by a
to become an
pastor.
ordained minister.
You
just like-
can. Like, you can go online
I
somewhere
am.
and find a
I
way.
am technically.
Are you really? Okay,
reverend.
hold on. Do you have a website where I can do that? Because I just
I
Wait.
don't remember what it is, but I can search my email and find it. I hit my 3-year anniversary for it.
okay. Because my
Okay, it's coming.
brother and my
guess who's
sister-in-law,
going to North?
my brother and my sister-in-law technically are not married, like no ring on finger, but they've been in a relationship for I think it's like
They're
12 or
common
13
law.
years
They're
now.
common law.
Yeah, and they've been living for like 5 or 6 years together. So they're
Okay.
common law, which they're not in a rush to get. But like the joke
fair.
was they'll get married if I was ever ordained a minister and I could officiate the wedding.
It takes like 15 minutes, like 20 or $25, and you get shit in the mail,
If
and then
you
you're
can
good to go.
find that website, send it to me. I need
Oh,
Literally
yeah,
just,
like,
literally just Google
Yeah,
it.
guess
It's
who wants to be a
everywhere.
minister?
Okay, because I want
Oh,
to
yeah,
do
like-
this.
The fun thing is, though, if you want to
Yeah.
make extra money after you get your certificate in
you
the mail,
can, yeah.
you can offer your services in your community, doing for like a small fee of like $25 or $50. It's way cheaper than the other ones, by the way, because like donations to the church are always exorbitant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just offer your services, get a nice suit or some nice robes or whatever, and you can officiate weddings. And they save
Not a
money.
bad idea,
you
buddy.
make money, and you're nice and you're personable, and you
I
can
have
make
a
it
side
catered
job
to that
idea.
person. You
Hey,
should
there
do
you
it.
go, dude.
Just saying.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't like
I'd be the
people, so I won't do that. but
Best
you can.
minister ever.
Hey, Alex, you know what? You can be the minister, and I'll bring the music and DJ the wedding.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll
Like
be
a
the DJ.
duo.
Ones and twos right here.
Start playing
Yeah.
Get Low, Get Low, Get
Oh
Low,
my
Get Low.
God.
To the window.
The window to the wall. Wait, are we playing the clean version or the?
All these bitches crawl.
There's a clean version of that song.
Drop down.
Yes, there is. To the windows, to the walls, where
Oh,
all these
these
females
bitches.
crawl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, skeet, skeet, motherfucker.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
doesn't
he's
say
skeet,
skeet
skeet.
skeet.
I got-
It's really
No, no.
stupid.
He doesn't say skeet skeet.
Yeah, it does.
It's
There's,
clean
all right, so
version.
there's two different clean versions. There's two
Oh,
different.
Oh,
clean
okay.
versions.
Motherfucker.
It just depends on which market you were in. You heard a different version.
Gotcha.
Oh, skeet, skeet,
God.
skeet. I got.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's
Fuck
one
you,
version
skeet,
where he
goddamn.
doesn't even say skeet skeet, and it's like you just ruined like it's
I
so
like the
iconic.
skeet, skeet. The fun way of saying it. Skeet, skeet.
Hey, I didn't even know what skeet was, like
Oh,
what
hi.
it really was. I just
Oh,
knew
hi.
it was the popping the champagne bottles and it was just all over the place. I
No,
knew that was
what?
skeeting. I didn't know
No.
that's just.
I'm for
the-
Urban Dictionary.
No.
No.
I mean, no. It's
No.
It's coming.
it is the act of climaxing.
Yes. Of
The act of climaxing.
course it is.
Skeet, skeet.
Skeet skeet.
I knew that in high
Skeet.
school. How did you not know that?
It literally says skeets to ejaculate. Come,
Yeah.
get there,
To get there.
get there.
I am arriving.
All right. God. So we have time for a couple of more. What do you guys say?
Let's go.
Well,
We have
obviously
time
only been
for
doing
another
topics
page of
for
more.
like half
Yeah.
an hour. Like we just kind of fucked up
Well,
the first half
wait.
hour.
When did we start the intro for the recording?
Well,
Like
when
a
did we-
little over half an hour ago.
When were
like
we
the first
talking
half
about
hour
having
is
a
Are you
bone in
sure?
the bush?
30 minutes-
Are you
30
sure? Because
minutes
I
You've been
Oh,
live
because
for
I
an
have-
hour, but we have
Yeah.
not been on topic for an hour. We've only been
well, no, I mean,
like half an hour, maybe a
so
little longer.
52 minutes. We were talking like 10 minutes before we started, so 40. 40
No, it
yeah,
was
you
more
guys
than
are right.
2
Okay.
minutes.
No, we were talking like 15, 20 minutes when you started the stream.
Okay. All right, that's
'Cause,
fine.
yeah,
you
no,
have time. It's fine if you go
Keep going.
over.
No,
it,
that's
Josh.
no. Like I just want to be sure because we also just want to be sure because we also have an engagement at 10:30 as well.
It's
So-
9:10, motherfucker.
I know. I just want to know what time it
Who
was.
the
Sue
hell
me.
has an engagement
Oh.
at 10 o'clock at night? What are you
He's getting
doing?
engaged at 10 o'clock at night.
He's
What
getting
are you doing
spanked.
at 10 o'clock at night?
He's getting spanked.
He's getting
Playing
spanked.
games with people that are 2 time zones away from us.
No, you're getting spanked. Shut up.
Getting
10
spanked.
o'clock. Gross.
Anywho,
I'm old now.
so
This
my
man,
creepy
mind your
fake
pink.
7894. All right.
Don't
I
ban
need to
me.
make a paddle emote. That's what I need to do. I don't have a skateboard.
I really
should make
wanted
one.
somebody to just have a paddle out of nowhere, just
Paddle.
reaching with it.
I need
So
to get
you-
one for the. Let's start
Oh
bringing
my
it out and
God.
just start mind shot.
We
I
just
don't
make a
forget.
busy spank emote.
No.
I need that one animated.
Animated.
Oh,
All right. So you ghost me on payday. I'm gonna ghost you on presentation day. All right.
Seems fair.
You
I
do
just
not fuck
resigned
with
from
people
my-
on payday. Sorry.
So I just resigned from my job, small company, because my manager would not pay me on time. He would avoid me on payday, and I would have to seek him out and ask why he hasn't paid me yet. I work remotely, so we don't see each other often. Granted, he wasn't always this bad. Sorry, I just looked at the chat and I can't tell what that is.
The hand and the peach, baby.
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh,
Okay.
you're right. It looks like a world. Dang. That's,
It looks like an orb. Yeah, it doesn't really look like anything. It doesn't even show up on the chat either in
That looks like a
the off kilter
peach to me.
chat.
sucks. Damn.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, what was I? Oh, I work remotely. We
who
don't
else
see each
is-
other often. Granted, he wasn't always as bad, but he always paid me later than he was supposed to. This year, however, it got worse as the company started doing badly. I am an understanding person, but what irritated me more than anything was how I'd have to ask him why I'm not paid instead of him informing me that things are bad and my salary will be delayed.
Ugh.
That was weird grammar on his part.
Yeah.
So I started
Sounds rough.
planning my exit plan. We also had a big project that we were working on and was supposed to be presented for the clients. Comes presentation day. I don't show up. He texts and calls and I ignore him. Then later that day, I emailed him my resignation. I thought I should make him feel what he's made me feel for months.
Okay. I wouldn't say that that's petty.
That's malicious compliance.
That's
No,
not
no,
business
no.
compliance at all. That's nothing to do with
No,
that.
that's not. No. You don't mess with people's money. That's
absolutely
the
not.
main thing.
No.
There. Like you don't do that. And especially if you're gonna mess with their money, you have to tell them, hey, we're having some hard times right now, but you got clients. So how do you not have money?
True.
There's
Laziness.
something missing there. Did you spend all that money gambling in Vegas? You went to Dubai? What's going on there? We need to know why you don't have money in your account to
You're
pay
all
me.
getting
When you have
hookers.
presentations for clients, that's usually a sign that you're supposed to have money,
Yeah.
unless you're a startup.
Yeah. But usually if it's a startup, then people know, like, it's a startup, you may not get
You
paid
know that,
here and
right?
there. You're ready
Mhm.
for it.
But OP doesn't mention that, so they know that there's not a startup. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
more like
So
it's more like withholding work until you're paid kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
exactly what
Because
it's doing. It's like I'm not gonna do this if I'm not paid for it, which makes sense. I don't think that doesn't work with petty. That's just
that's just
I
following a
want to
pattern.
do work I'm not getting paid for.
true. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw the
You get
pattern.
paid up front.
This is by Little Doodlebug. Cheesecake and
Aw.
Vengeance.
Oh, I love cheesecake.
What's
What's
your
up,
favorite?
Ontario?
cheesecake?
Sorry.
What's your favorite
I
cheesecake?
don't eat cheesecake.
Plain New York cheesecake.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thanking you.
yeah,
I'm
that's
thanking you. You can't say that. No.
I don't, know
I
what to
don't
tell
like
you.
the cherry. I don't like the chocolate. I don't like fruit in with cheesecake. There's the marble one that's actually pretty tasty, but I like just plain cheesecake. I don't want shit on it or in it. I don't want any of that. I just want cheesecake.
No,
strawberry.
I understand that stuff about Amazon. I'm talking about Beasley here. I'm talking about I don't eat cheesecake. No. That's not
I
acceptable.
don't.
You don't eat
It's one-
cheesecake?
It's
See?
one of the it's a dessert. It's a dessert I don't eat. I don't
Why?
eat cheesecake.
They don't eat. You know what, bitch? Time to grow up.
Do you not like it? Is it a texture issue?
Yeah,
A
I'm not a
taste
huge
issue?
fan of. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I don't eat it.
What do you
Of
not like
what?
about it though?
I don't like the texture of the cheesecake.
Okay, so it's like a
I'll give you
squishy
that.
thing.
It's
for you.
it's a texture thing, not a taste thing.
And you know what? It doesn't
Okay.
like you either.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't.
See, petty revenge. It doesn't like you.
There you go. Sriracha26, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're enjoying the podcast and you join us for a future stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Every
so
other
cheesecake and
Saturday.
vengeance.
Yeah.
My great grandmother was the most racist, hateful, disgusting person I have ever met.
That's the great
She
grandma's
was-
kind of given.
She was mean as hell all the time, always had to have the best in everything, and treated us poorly for stupid reasons. This evil woman died because she would not accept a blood transfusion in case it had a black person's blood in it. She was homophobic, greedy, spiteful, and told my mother about
Super
me.
too. Oh my god.
And I quote, if that girl doesn't get her life together, she's going to end up dating one of those.
You want me to say the word? You want to say the word?
No.
Well, no.
Thank you.
It's one of those brown boys.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
how dare
Okay.
she?
If she gave me any gifts, they were cheap and fell apart. But my brother, she would spend like $200 on.
Oh, of course.
With that being
boys.
said,
Yo.
she had the most bomb-ass mocha cheesecake recipe ever. She
Oh,
swore
stole it
she
from
was
her.
taking it to her grave. This recipe was fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. But she would never share it with us. Recently, my mom found an email that she didn't know about. My grandpa, Gigi's son, snuck the recipe to us through email before he died, knowing
Oh,
full and
hero.
well that Gigi wouldn't give it to us, the great-grandmother. Now, I'm trying to
Granddad
give the
coming in
recipe
clutch.
to anyone and everyone who wants it, especially the... I don't know if I can say this word. The English cigarette word,
Ah,
Oh.
gotcha.
and Brown
Yeah,
Boys.
Oh,
yeah, don't
Yeah.
do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that. No.
Yeah,
Wow.
English cigarette word.
Yep.
If you don't know
leave it
what I
at
mean
that?
by
We know what
that,
that is, and we
look it
don't
up.
need to say it.
Oh,
Look it
everybody
up.
knows. Everybody knows what you mean.
Fine.
Just
No,
go
no,
on with the
that word.
story.
just okay. In fact, I have asked my girlfriend to make it for me, and we'll be posting the recipe on TikTok too. My mom posted it on Facebook. I hope that woman rolls in her grave knowing that the only good thing to come from her was cheesecake, and that when she tried to be greedy and refuse it to us, even then,
No.
that now all the people she most hated will be enjoying it with immense satisfaction.
Ah.
God.
Wow!
Once
What?
again,
Okay.
not
Damn.
petty.
Damn!
That is justice.
Wow!
That's petty justice. I would give that petty,
That's
I would
petty
give that
justice,
petty.
man.
but
That
just
is-
justified.
That is
Dude.
that justice served.
That's well deserved, Petty.
Dude, Gigi, the fucking
It's-
homie, man. He's the homie.
Oh yeah.
Them-
No, he knows.
them brown
He knows
boys,
so
okay.
much.
Oh my god. I felt uncomfortable reading that.
I would too.
How dare
Did
you
they
be gay
mention
and
a
black?
year?
God.
How
Sorry,
dare I
what's
be
that?
gay and black? What year did they mention a year when this was posted or whenever she died?
So no, they didn't say when she died. This was posted 2 hours ago.
Okay, so then we can assume that it's
Oh,
So it was
probably
ro-
modern.
Like recent.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
recent.
recent. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm trying to
Oh yeah, that's a no, sir. Yeah, that's just a very
Oh,
very
dude,
horrible
the
human being.
recipe is in one of the comments.
One of the comments.
Nice.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
All right, now, yeah,
Screen-
can you just
screenshot and
post
send it
that?
to me?
Yeah,
Let's,
sure.
Get
Let's
some
help
clear
spread this
cheesecake
recipe.
up in here. Yeah.
I
Yes.
think
I'm all for that.
I'm pretty sure this is the recipe.
Let's go. Social justice. Share this recipe.
If you know anyone who's black or gay, please send this
Black or
cheesecake along.
gay?
Yeah, there you go. Send
Both
them.
hope black can'ts work though.
I don't
Here,
think you're both. I'm just saying in general.
Hey, crazy,
Send
you still
everywhere.
here?
Send the recipe.
I sent it to the Off Kilter crew.
Nice.
Yeah, it's there.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, that's a big fucking recipe.
That
Oh,
really
never
is.
mind.
yeah. And
Wait,
then
it's
the last
cut off
sentence.
on the bottom of it.
And the
You
last
like
sentence is
some,
not
Oh,
garnish.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
garnish,
You
yeah.
Oh wait, I can't.
But
do
yeah,
that.
but that should be the recipe according to the comments here.
That sounds
Do you
fucking
happen to like
delicious. Holy
cheesecake?
crap.
Yeah, hold
Frozen
on. let me-
mocha cheesecake makes 12 to 13 servings.
Oh,
I'm still gonna make
All
that.
right,
Mocha
does it taste like-
cheesecake?
does it taste like coffee? Because I'm not really a fan of coffee.
Chocolate. Marva's mocha cheese in a breeze. Chocolate lovers, cheesecake lovers, everyone will love this delicious new dessert from the dessert maker. You'll love it too because with Eagle.
Oh, you do need
blah.
You need
I
an
don't-
instant
It doesn't say
coffee.
anything about.
yeah,
Uh,
it says chocolate flavored syrup, but yeah, I don't see anything that says
I don't
like
see anything
coffee's
about coffee.
included in it.
2 tablespoons instant coffee.
oh, there it is. Yeah, instant coffee. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I missed that. How did I skip
Yeah.
over that? Oh,
I don't know.
Man.
yeah. So there is coffee in it.
Okay,
Hi,
but see, what
Sriracha.
you do though?
We're gonna say.
What you
I'm
do
gonna
though,
say hi
just
you
to
as soon as you say hi.
spite this person, you make it once, eat it once, and you never have to do it again. That's
Okay.
just as
But you got
proven. 'cause
But you got to be
technically-
careful. If it tastes too good, you're gonna want to make it again anyway.
All right,
Hey,
so
if you enjoy it, then you enjoy it.
here we go. I got a story. I told you I got full of stories.
All right,
So-
all right. Let's hear a story.
My favorite dessert is not cheesecake. That's my second favorite dessert. My first is peach cobbler. I haven't had peach cobbler since I was 18 years old.
Ugh,
That's when I
gross.
left high school. You don't like peach cobbler?
I don't like warm peach.
I don't know if
I
I tried
I
peach
know it's
cobbler.
excited to say.
I
I
don't.
know
I
what?
have also
don't
had a
like
peach
warm
cobbler.
peaches.
You know that is fair. When I first had it, it was very strange. It's
I don't
a
like
very
warm
thick-
fruit. I'm good with cherry. But I don't like strawberries. I don't like apples. I don't like
Can't do
peaches. I don't like warm fruit in general. I don't
apple
like.
is just weird to me. So apple pies is off the table for me. I've tried it
Yeah.
too many times, but
Oh,
it's
I
just
love
not
apple
for me.
pie. It's my favorite pie.
I think it is not the best
Chocolate pie
fruit
is my
pie.
favorite pie.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chocolate pie. Is a
Chocolate
thing, yeah.
cream pie.
chocolate cream
Yeah.
pie is good. Yeah, banana
nice.
cream pie. I love
Sure.
banana cream pie.
Okay, I just learned something
Banana
else.
cream
Okay.
pie is pretty good too.
There you go.
Oh, you should definitely try making a chocolate cream pie. It's delicious.
Now to circle back. So
Yeah,
my
sorry.
boyfriend had this this recipe he found on TikTok like 3 years ago, or not Facebook or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. I don't know, one of those.
Okay.
He made this hacked version of peach cobbler, and so Here I am, 39 years old. I haven't had peach cobbler in 21 years. I am freaking hooked. I have ingredients on my table waiting to be put inside of that damn dish. And after we're done with this podcast, I'm making myself some peach cobbler.
Nice.
Oh, we're
It's-
holding this man away from his dessert? Now I feel
Apparently
bad.
So, yes.
If
He
I wanted
said
to, I
yes
could
to
change my
this.
camera.
I
I could change
know,
my
but-
camera and go straight into the kitchen, but I'm not gonna do that though, because I like this. Busy. Next story. Or I'm standing.
Alrighty, I think we're ready for the next story. So this is by QWERTY Dude 1243. Bullied me in 6th grade. I got my revenge 15 years later.
Bang his mom, bang his mom, bang his mom. Sorry.
Okay. Bang his mom.
I'm your daddy
Bang his
now.
mom. Bang his
Sorry.
mom.
Ultimate Betty.
All right.
Revenge.
I had a bully in middle school who used to torment the life out of me by beating me up, pouring water on me, locking me in the bathrooms, making fun of my weight, etc.
I'll do it.
I
Bang his
I
mom.
recently saw on Facebook that he's engaged, so I stupidly thought of a petty revenge plan.
Oh no.
Bang his
I used
fiance.
an old Instagram account and posed as a pretty woman and DM'd him. 20 minutes later,
Oh.
he messaged me back. We
Oh, no.
chatted where I pretended to be a woman and he began to flirt.
Oh, what a fool.
My name's
I-
Brenda.
Oh, there's more. Hold on. I screenshotted all his sexts as an SEXTS in case he might unsend them, including the NSFW pics that he sent.
Oh, not the
Mm.
pics too. No,
I
no
fo-
woman
Oh.
actually wants to see that. By the way, we don't want to.
But if you see it, I mean, obviously she's seen it enough, so she'll know it in a picture.
That's true.
So,
Mhm.
I would
Well,
definitely be able to take mine out. and line
you
up.
know what's funny? You know what's funny, Ontario?
exactly.
You know what's funny, Ontario? I forwarded these screenshots to his fiance, and bada boom, the engagement photos from their Facebook were deleted the next day. Was this too much?
No.
Oh,
Fuck that guy. 100% petty though. That's the pettiest of all.
Oh, that is
so
like
far.
I'm gonna be. So for a second, I didn't realize he was going on with the story. So I thought BZ was saying that he
Oh.
forwarded the pictures, and I was like, "Where did you get the pictures from, bro?
I actually
Were
forwarded.
they in the comment section? Where
I'm
you?"
like,
Well,
Nick,
you got to remember
I'm
we
like,
have an
Nick.
audio audience as well, so I'm trying to inflect my voice to make the stories more engaging.
No, but you continued on like it wasn't part of the story. So, so you're just like, well, funny fact, I forwarded the story, and I was like, you found the
Just
pictures
continue
online?
on
What-
with reading, Alex. God,
Yeah,
focus. Can't you
Man,
see
this-
him reading?
man, this person does not know what a paragraph space means. Okay. Oh, was
paragraph
she
5
bod-
lines.
No, I
beginning
mean like
sentence,
there is
at
no
least a middle
paragraph
sentence
space.
and then a conclusion sentence.
Like there is no paragraph space. It's all like
Oh, just
one
like one
gigantic
block.
block.
Oh, I hate
It's a
that.
block.
Yeah, I do too.
Indent, please. People.
Yes, indent. No
Indentation.
indenting. No indenting here.
Punctuation.
So by shark
Put a period,
By
and hit that
shark-
enter bar. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Abbott.
Yep.
By Sharky Town. Oh, was she bothering you? I, 45 male, play in a few bands. I have a pretty well outfitted studio at my place. I took
Nice.
on a drummer, 47M, to hold over a spot. He's a very good bassist wanting to transition to drums. He has been sitting in for a couple of months and not progressing like you would want. I've been thinking of how to respectively move on to a new drummer. We got offered a gig at a party and he couldn't commit. No big deal. I put together a little trio to do some jazzy numbers and everything is cool. On Thursday, which is our usual practice night that I canceled to rehearse this last minute set, he contacts the group and is pushing us to rehearse for this gig on Sunday. I inform him in my best gentle teacher tone, double brackets, I teach 6th grade humanities,
No, you can't touch a grown man like that.
that the ship has sailed and he can't just confirm a gig 3 days before. Next text. I'm picking up my gear. His, in brackets, his gear and amp he was lending the bass player, not the vintage, tuned and polished Singerland kit I keep in my studio. So I'm assuming that's his gear. I was at school rehearsing with the singer in the trio, who's a coworker. Okay, when he starts in on "Are you home yet?" This is not where the petty revenge starts. In fact, I'm stressing about the interaction and how not to show my angry side to my kids, who are 12 and 9.
Fair enough.
I'm pacing around and my wife, 40, invites me into the hot tub.
Ew.
I'm reluctant and pissed that this is preventing me from enjoying the afternoon. Her advice is, don't let this guy ruin your day. Come in the tub, and when he comes, you'll look less worried about him when you go out in your wet trunks. Brilliant.
That's weird.
She is the greatest. So we're in the tub, and our dog lets out a bark, and I don't do anything. Rosie is a good dog, large, husky German Shepherd mix.
Number dog, yeah.
Actually, that's what I have too. I have a husky German Shepherd mix.
Nice.
She is protective and never liked this guy. And enter my petty revenge. Wife says, "Why aren't you going to greet drummer guy?" I thought Rosie could do that for a little while. Inspired by my wife's advice, I sit back and listen to the sweet sound of barking with just a hint of growl, and good girl, it's me. He was really scary when I came out. Rosie has never bitten anyone but can be intimidating. He gave me a lecture on communication and asked him if he could hurry up as I was enjoying my hot tub and needed to lock up. He offered to lock up on his way out, and I told him I'd rather watch what he loaded. He looked so offended. Okay, I'm a little confused. Why am I confused?
He's loaded his gear to take with him.
No, thank you. That's why I was confused. Okay. Then I said, "You can close the gate on your way out." I always offer to close the gate for guests and say goodbye. He knew what that meant. Rest of the band was okay with him not drumming anymore.
Where's the pettiness? I don't understand.
The pettiness was the fact
Let
that
the dog growl at him. That's it.
The drummer does the dog doesn't like the drummer guy.
Well,
Drummer guy comes in.
I get that, but the pettiness, where's that come in? Besides the dog growling at him, where's the pettiness?
No idea.
I get no pettiness from that. That's just
You're
literally waiting
hot
to answer
tub
the door
here.
for a few minutes. It's nothing.
Waited, they growled, barked.
None of that's petty.
Just
No.
I guess just as I don't know.
That was wasted.
That was very wasted.
I demand another one. That was stupid.
How about
Make
this
up
one?
your shit.
How about this one?
Yeah.
Homophobic neighbor is now subscribed to every LGBTQ newsletter I can find.
Fuck yeah! All right, let's do that.
All right.
Right now.
Who's a mastermind?
Fucking petty.
Who's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking mastermind?
Okay, so this is by What's It 25. My neighborhood unfortunately has a Facebook page. While doom scrolling, I stumbled across a post by a neighbor asking for recommendations for dog treats because the place they use to get them from is now pushing the gay agenda onto her dogs by having LGBTQ options. What is
What?
that?
Pushing the
Wait, hold on.
gay agenda on a
Wait.
dog?
Yeah, hold on.
How-
Hold on. A
What
minute.
does that mean?
Okay,
How
so
do you
like,
they worry about their poodle just being like dinky? I don't get it.
What did you do? Put a pride flag on the package of their treats? Like, what?
Make them
I don't
rainbows,
know.
get little bandanas. Like what?
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Yeah,
How do
but
you?
no. Gay.
the one piece, you know.
How do
Right,
you?
little,
rainbow
little
head.
Alright.
colors, little tootsie when it
Little
comes out the
monocle,
grooming
little
station. Like, hey,
Yeah, it's so strange.
Oh my
All
god!
right.
I hope this person got roasted on Facebook.
fuck yeah.
I almost scrolled, but could not, and ended up engaging in the drama.
Oh,
There
God.
was one particular commenter who was just awful, commenting hate and then Bible verses to justify the hate. Caps lock
Can we just
screaming
have
at
this
this
conversation?
girl. Yeah, caps
These
lock
people are
screaming
the
at this
worst.
girl who was rightfully saying, "Hey, they are just cookies."
Yeah.
Cue me spending way too much time on the internet. Clicked on her profile, which has her full name. It also has her business website listed, which has a lovely contact us section.
Ah.
I spent the last 20 minutes with this borrowed information, signing my lovely neighbor up for every single LGBTQIA website and newsletter that I can find. Super petty and small, but I'm not going to fight an old woman.
God, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Sir,
It's
you
like
have
you
earned
get
my
mad
respect.
at like
Respect.
a friend like 10 years ago, and you get on Craigslist posting like posts like saying, "Hey, male seeking male company and so night or whatever. Here's my number and text it," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. That's some justice.
I haven't done that, but people have.
I haven't done that either.
I don't think I've ever been on Craigslist.
Oh, Craigslist.
I've
What?
also
Really?
not been on Craigslist.
Yeah,
I went on
don't think-
Craigslist all the time back in the day, but I wouldn't do it now.
I never knew what it was for.
It's made like a very large classified website. You can find jobs, you can find gigs, you can find companionship, you can
Oh.
find
There's a lot of
used
things you can find.
goods. Yeah, it was
Okay,
actually
true.
it was really cool.
You find
Okay, so
housing,
a little of
housing
everything.
swaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
You
anything.
can find an apartment, roommate, whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
electronics, used cars,
Gardening tools, vehicles, cars.
gardening
anything.
tools. You talking about 304s?
Is it not as mainstream
anything.
anymore? Is it the
I think it's because
Okay.
Facebook is so popular now. Like you can just go through local like
the
Facebook pages. and
Facebook
stuff, like-
Marketplace and all
Yeah,
that?
You can
it's-
still
it-
go through
it
it.
kind-
It's just
I haven't been on it in a very long time. Misconnections. I
album.
loved going through the
My God, the
misconnection section and
misconnection.
reading it. Oh, best part of my day. It's great. Like people are like, oh, I saw you. You're in a red car in the parking lot with so and so, and you smiled at me. I'm like, call
Smiled
me.
at me.
Really? It was so sad. It was so funny.
How was that person's randomly gonna doom scroll Craigslist to find what happened 3 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Okay,
What
Beezy, do
doom
one last
scrolling?
one and then you can end your YouTube.
Yeah, sounds good. I just realized. Yeah, that's fine. We can. I'm just trying to find a good one. Trying to find a decent one.
Well, while you find one, what is doom scrolling?
Basically, you just scroll endlessly. You're just going through it.
So
Going through it.
every night
normal
before I go to
internet work.
bed?
Okay.
Just normal internet. Just
So why is
Yeah.
it called doom scrolling if you're just
because you're
everyone does
scrolling
that?
until you probably die. Like if you didn't tell yourself to stop doing that, you would die. Dude,
I wouldn't die. I have to fall asleep eventually.
Yeah, so me every time I scroll, at 3 a.m. when I'm sitting in bed.
if I
I
cannot
know
fall
it's TikTok
asleep,
a lot.
right? Doom scrolling through TikTok. I
Yeah.
doom scroll through Facebook Shorts.
Yeah,
My
I don't
TikTok
watch
is on
Facebook
my
Shorts.
it's on my game phone. My
Yeah.
YouTube and my other things on my
You have
regular
a game phone? You have
Yeah,
two
so-
phones? Well, you have spy? Why do you have two phones?
Oh,
are
if
you
only he, if
Superman?
only she knew, Alex. If only she knew. Oh,
Three
he has
phones.
What's that?
Oh
I
my
guess-
God, he has more than Ray.
He just suddenly pops up near the end, like, oh, by the way, this is being recorded just in case.
So
Just
it also
watching all of
depends
us.
how. It also depends which. It also depends on how many of those have
SIM cards in
Are-
them.
yeah, SIM cards. If one of them is using it for just a camera too. I found I think I found a good last one.
Well, to be
Okay.
fair,
I see
April,
4.
you can use a
I see
phone. Holy
5.
shit!
I see 5.
You can
Why do you
use a
have
phone.
so many phones?
because
And why are they so big? Do you have
That's
small
what she
hands
said.
or is it really big?
No, Samsung.
Small hands? What you mean?
I'm
You talking about small
asking. I
hands?
don't know.
The
Well,
only one that's not
my
not,
phone
not
is
big is
just-
my iPhone 6.
My. Well, I don't have an iPhone. That's probably why.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
I could.
I'm
Oh,
Android.
iPod though.
I don't
Mine-
have a big phone.
in my hand, all the way to the from top to bottom.
Yeah,
So-
like my phone's
So
like a little bit shorter than my whole hand.
these phones
Half
are
inch.
basically used as iPods
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought so.
in here
Why not just have one as an iPod?
because they're in different rooms.
So he doesn't have to get up and go to the other side of the plate
I
of his house
I
to
have
grab his phone.
speakers in
They're
different
called
rooms.
pockets. You can take it from
No.
one room to the other.
No, I hate doing that. I hate putting phone
Oh
in
my
pockets.
god.
I can't do it.
Oh my
I
god.
used to get so
you
triggered with
serious?
my friend. Yes, my friend used to put his phone in his pocket all the damn time, and it always irked the shit out of me. I'm like,
Why?
Where else are you gonna put it?
my
In a
hotel.
fanny pack, in a hoodie
Oh.
pocket? I don't fucking know. Carry it?
Wait, wait.
It's
All right,
hard.
let me clarify. I hate putting them
Sure.
in pants pockets.
Okay.
That's fine.
So what
You
if
have
you?
other-
That's what. So what if you're walking around the mall and you don't have a sweater pocket or anything? What do you do?
Carry
Just
it.
carry it.
Yeah, I just carry it.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Reason
Okay.
being, pickpockets can bump into you and take it, and you won't know it.
You're not wrong.
You're
No,
not
he's not wrong there. Yeah, if they're really
Oh,
good,
is
you
it
will
my
never notice. You'll never notice.
So I'm just saying. What
Okay,
you mean?
okay.
You don't know me no
Okay.
more.
In
I
my
don't
defense,
understand you anymore. I've known you almost as long as Josh, and I'm still.
In 2 years.
I've been like freaking. My mind's been blown. I don't.
in my
understand.
defense, I have ADHD, so I'm always aware where my phone and my wallet are, and I can feel them at like all times. So
to feel them. And in my pocket, sometimes you don't feel them, and that's the reason why pickpocketing works.
Yeah.
well,
You
good
get
luck
used
with
to it, so
something.
therefore it just disappears. It's touching
True.
you, but it just disappeared in your mind.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
not
You guys
wrong.
have actual pockets. Okay, now I understand why.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh,
So
You
I
guys
have.
have pockets.
this is
Cute.
true.
You have
I
pockets
understand.
too.
Yes,
It's
I know.
called-
We went through this already.
You have pockets.
I
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
one right now. I can't just stick it in my tits all the time, okay? Just like fall out of my
if
shirt.
you wanted to.
No, I did that at work once in a while, but no, it's like this does not fit in normal pants pockets in women's pants. We don't
Yeah,
have
busy. If you
big
if you want to do a
pockets.
post show, you might just
We
have
have
to
those
edit
little
down.
half pockets
the
you can
YouTube
barely
version.
stick your
This
fingertips
one's
in.
That's
a
because
short
you
one.
got the
We have
peach.
time for it. We have time for it.
It's not even just a peach. It's like a very shallow pocket. We don't have deep pockets. We can't stick our hands into our pockets because women have purses, so they have smaller pockets.
No, but
It's
at least you got the shirt
unladylike.
pockets.
Okay.
What woman?
Hold
is
on.
gonna-
If you
Murder
guys
you.
want to if you guys want to save this for the post show, just give me like 5 minutes.
Are
Let
you telling
read
me to
this and
stop
we'll do the
talking
out-
about this topic right now?
Just wait. Give me 5 minutes. Let me finish this last story and do the outro, and then you're good to go.
Fine.
I
All
feel
right,
like we
thank
should
you.
think of-
All right. By 2013, WRX Hatch. Revenge on cheating Ets.
Yay!
Let's do it.
April
As
is
title
sitting-
explains,
April
this is revenge against a cheating Ets. This was back in 2013. Months have already gone by since I broke things off with my Ets. She strung me along, used and abused me, while stating she wanted to work things out, and she's sorry for her wrongs. But
Sorry.
then,
Slight.
Did I post
but
a
then,
story?
thanks to an unlocked phone, found the Tets, pictures, and even videos that were time-stamped and shows that she'd been cheating on me this entire time. It was graphic and caused a great deal of pain for me for years to come.
Aw, poor thing.
After fully breaking things off and moving on one day, I see her at a bus stop. Now it's Florida in the spring, and it's Tallahassee, where the roads suck, and there's a huge puddle of standing water right there by the bus
wet
stop.
as shit.
Yes.
Well, being the hot-headed 21-year-old I was, and still angry at the lies and the damage, I hit that puddle, going 50 miles per hour
Yes.
in a lifted Jeep on 35-inch tires.
Nice.
Woo!
That's a big splash.
Wait,
So
You know
just
it
to,
went
just to do the rough calculation here, 50 miles per hour is about what 60
Seven.
kilometers
70,
I don't know.
70?
70-ish
around there.
kilometers
60,
an hour.
70.
Big
He's
difference
going
between
fa-
50 and 70.
He's going fast at this
Yeah.
puddle.
He's
going
going highway
fast
speed.
enough. Yeah.
Highway speed.
Yeah. The tsunami wave I created and witnessed splashing my Eds was almost big enough to cause Angelina Jolie to donate money to the relief costs. Wow.
That's funny.
The irony, as I later found out, she was on her way to her internship and got reprimanded for her drenched appearance. Not what she had in mind by the term rode hard and put away wet. It's the small victories that matter.
So
Oh, karma's a bitch, and I love
right,
it.
Wow.
but she shouldn't have gotten in trouble because I mean,
That's not
She
For
her
a
fault.
drenched
Yeah,
shirt,
she's
I
not
know.
good.
It's not her fault. She should have gone in trouble.
No, but it's
That's
still
great.
fucking hilarious.
it's hilarious. It's really.
Oh,
hilarious.
it's very funny. It's very funny.
laugh.
But I thought, yeah. So I thought that was a nice story to end on. But so we're gonna end up with the outro now. So, and as April up and walks
I can
out.
still hear you. I
No,
have
it's
my
good. She
headset
got
on.
her headphones
Chill the
on.
fuck
Okay,
out.
okay,
You're
just
good to
making
go.
sure.
I am wireless.
All
I
right.
can walk around with these bitches.
I wish I was
Okay.
wireless.
He is wireless.
Get good, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for listening and watching for this week's episode. We haven't done one in about a month, and I'm so glad we were able to come back and bring OntariOso with us as a guest. Not gonna lie, I tried to get him here last time, and it didn't really work out, but I'm glad I was able to get him here this time. So
He was contacting me through Twitter. Twitter is weird. Okay.
Twitter, I contacted you through Twitter, for Twitch, the Twitch Whispers, and Discord. 3 different ways.
Damn.
That's very
hold on.
thorough. You should feel
Did I-
loved.
But,
He chases you.
Twitch. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Twitter is it's on my game phone, and
Gotcha.
All those phones, man.
Like-
Just all those phones.
all right. So Discord is
phone did
my
he pick up?
primary way, unless you want my cell phone number. Never mind, you're in Canada.
I'm in Canada, yeah. So,
You're in
so
Canada.
we don't
good
do
to
that.
know. So
Discord
good
is
to know. If I need to
Discord.
contact you with Discord, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You could also jump in my Discord server. I'll post the
There you
link.
go,
Cut.
Beezy.
Hop in, though.
More-
All right.
There you go.
So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this episode. We also have an audio version for the podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, I feel better now. If you guys
You
want,
did it,
so
April.
the
You
so
succumbed.
She
The four of us are streamers. If you look for the people on YouTube, we have name tags. Our names are, but if for audio listeners, our names are Beezy.
The audio
Croissant on
listeners,
Fire,
April's just killing
Survival,
herself
Amazon
laughing.
88, and
Shut up.
OntariOso. Ontario, where can they find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. Just kidding. I mean, I do have Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I actually have an OntariOso page on Facebook. So OntariOso. You can find me on Facebook. I'm pretty active on Facebook. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but I'm a content
No.
creator there, and I post
I'll have to go
a
find you.
lot of picture of my puppy and videos.
Oh, puppy.
Puppy pictures? I'm gonna find you
Puppy
right now.
I was gonna
pictures.
say puppy
Hopefully.
pictures are a
I'm
good thing
in.
to see.
It
I
is
shall find
my
you.
dog is amazing. Where else can you find me? You can find me on TikTok and Hover. Hover is an app for streamers, by the way. So if you guys don't know, because Twitch doesn't give you discoverability. However, Hover does. It's kind of like TikTok.
Hover
Shorts.
is like it's like a Facebook, but for gamers. But
Right.
it's all just clips. And I left it ages ago. Just
Yeah.
bomb so
Uh,
hard.
Check out
But
my
yes.
OnlyFans.
Oh, damn, boy got OnlyFans.
Heyo.
I post the same pictures that I post everywhere else on my OnlyFans, and it's just $1 a month, baby. I know my worth. Get with it.
I
Oh, I
know
was
my
like-
worth.
It's
A
like,
dollar a
are
month.
we
Find
talking
you on
spicy?
Facebook.
Oh my god.
You don't pop up in OntariOso on Facebook.
No, it's there.
Well, he has a Facebook page called OntariOso.
I am looking for that.
Just
I
making
can't.
sure. But thank you so much for joining us for this
wait.
episode of
For having
OntariOso,
me.
and I hope you would
Body bear?
be on future episodes for this podcast.
Oh, there you are.
We'll do we do other stuff. We talk about games, life, and a bunch of other things as well.
We're so sorry that you're gonna get the axe soon.
So sorry. He's just gonna beat you out of there.
So leave a like,
Teddy
like,
Revenge
comment-
story again. Actually,
like, comment, and subscribe to the Millennial Gamers YouTube channel. We do shorts, we do the podcast, and we're gonna try to do regular videos again.
I prefer
It's
pants.
just we're trying. Yeah, we're
Yes,
trying
gross.
to. We're talking. We're seeing what we can do, and I think that's all I need to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys in 2 weeks, which is, I believe, in June now, which is June 10th.
Don't forget, I am not available for that one weekend.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not available. June 10th,
People are-
not June 17th.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone the 17th. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so June 10th, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys on June 10th. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, YouTube. We're waving. It's so much fun. I love waving.